Well, hello YouTube. Welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob. And we've got some good news and we got some bad news. As everybody remembers, I moved to West Virginia about a year and 4 months ago. Well, about a month ago, I don't have no heat. I don't have no hot water. The gas line filled up with water, and I went to go take a shower and I didn't have no hot water, so I went to investigate what was going on and found that I had no gas, and then found out that there was water in the line. Well, that was a month ago. They still haven't fixed it. Well, I had enough. I've had enough of that place. It's moldy. I'm telling you what, that mold in that house is unreal. I have felt healthier since I haven't lived in that house in the last 3 weeks. Because a week of that bullshit, I was done. So I moved. And I moved to a nicer place, $50 less rent, real nice place. It's even got a guest house for my son, and a big garage. This is probably about a 30-foot garage, probably 20-foot wide, and it's going to house the Bison Workshop. I can't even say my own name now. So I'm going to pan you down here, and we're going to walk through here and show you what I've got. First thing, we have a garage door. This is really a garage. It's not a shop. So this is going to make a nice shop for me. And we've got everything piled in the floor. This is the Bison Workshop until it's all put on location. Got my mill, my bandsaw cart just to move it around. We haven't got the mill bench over yet. We still got one more of these benches left, the one for the vise and the 2 grinders, and that will go over there next to the door. So, and then the mill will go next to it. I don't know where I'm gonna put the mill yet. I don't know if I'm gonna put the mill over there beside that window, or if I'm gonna put it right here. Probably, well, I really can't say. I have a choice. I can either put it here or I can put it over there. The reason I don't want to put it here is because I want to have a sitting area so that, people come to visit and I'm in the shop, we can sit down and smoke our cigarettes and drink our coffee, or they can drink their beer. I don't drink. But that bench there was in here. It's got wood stove, which I'm going to try to, think of another source. I'm not into that wood bullshit. I did it for years. I hated it. I hated going in the woods. I hated looking for it. I hated trying to cut it. I hated loading it. I hated unloading it. I hated splitting it. Everything about wood I hate. You can't regulate it all the time. You got to stay on it. It's something you just can't turn on and be done with it. So I'm going to try to do electric in here. The house has propane, and I got to figure out how I'm going to be able to fill that tank. So, yeah, this is not what I wanted. I didn't want to have to move this soon. I dug in over there like it was going to last forever. Hold on, let me get my coffee. But I got a good place to hunt here too. And hell, the deer come right in the backyard, so I don't even have to go very far to fill my freezer. I have got my work cut out for me setting this shop back up. Wow. After only a year and 4 months. So this is where we're at. We're incognito right now. I don't have no internet right now. Of course, by the time you guys see this, I will have gotten my internet, which will be tomorrow. My son's coming up tomorrow, so hopefully he'll help me a little bit. I don't want him to have to come and visit and have to work his ass off, so I probably won't ask him to do much because I like to spend some time with my son, and if I have to spend time with my son and leave the shop alone, then that's okay with me because he's more important than this shop any day. So I don't work well with others anyway, especially my sons. Yeah, I know that's hard to say, but I love my son to death, but he would probably be more in my way. Anybody would be more in my way, not just him, anybody. But I'm going to brag on somebody right now, and I got something dangling on my thing here. Dale, my buddy, helped me and is still helping me. We still got one more bench left. We got the air compressor left. We got the mill bench left. We got the back room off the back side of the shop. I'm letting my new shop go because, I mean, I got a garage. What do I need a building for? So that's going to be a payment that I don't have to pay. So hopefully it all works out for the best for me. But Dale, bless his heart, man, he's 60 years old, and I'm going to tell you, that man can work circles around me. And I know he's wore out. He just don't want to say it. That pride. I know I have that pride too, but sometimes you can't help it. You got to complain about the hurt. Kitty likes it here. Precious, come here. She's a punk. First day here, she caught a big monster chipmunk. And she's letting these animals around here know that she's head cheese here. But I just wanted to do this video to show you where we're at, and by the time that you guys see this, I will have already gotten all my stuff out of there and moved clear out. And the reason for that is my landlord don't know I'm moving still yet. He thinks I'm still living there. And I just had enough. Yeah, when somebody shows me that they don't give a shit about me and they're okay with me going without any heat and they're okay with me going without any hot water, you know, first of all, they used the free natural gas as a selling point to get me to move in. Well, if you're going to use that as a selling point, then you need to maintain it and make sure it stays going. That's just my beliefs. Then he tells me, well, you're going to have to go out there and dig that ditch. 300 yards is what we have, or 300 feet is what we have to go. I'm not going to dig no 18-inch frickin' ditch all the way over to the well with a pick and shovel. He's lost his mind. I've been in surgery 3 times already because of my back, and I sure as hell ain't going to let it be that to get me in for the 4th. So that just pretty much showed me how much he respected me, because the next thing he said was, well, I'm not going to come and dig it. So, you know, that just tells me what kind of person he is. He played for the Dodgers, and he's got his own gun store, and he ain't hurting for no money. But yet he wants me to go dig a ditch instead of paying somebody with a ditch witch to go in there and take that ditch witch out, what, hour? So I had enough. I'm done. Stick a fork in me. Yeah, I'm not going to let somebody use me just because they're rich and think that they're better than me. No one's better than me. I'm not better than anybody else. We're all the same. We all put our pants on the same way. So that's why this is all happening. This is why I'm moving. And I really can't put this video up until after everything's done because I don't want to have any problems with him and then my stuff be over there. So that's why that's why I kept it hush hush. But I just kind of wanted to update you guys on what's going on with the shop, and there'll be more coming. I'm just gonna keep doing videos until I'm ready to put them up. So like I said before, by the time you guys see this, I'll be moved out and over here, and everything will be good. The reason for that is simply because I have a mole in my woodpile, meaning the woodpile is my subscribers, and I have somebody that's running back to my landlord telling him a bunch of shit. So because of that, that's why I'm waiting until I'm done before I put this up. So I must be done because it's up. You're seeing it. If you're seeing it, I'm done with the move. So I got a lot of work ahead of me, and eventually I'll get it. At least now, if I want to pull my truck in here, I can. I can pull it in here and work on my truck in the warm, in the dry, and plenty of light. I got to do a lot of light work. Some of there's four of them that don't have any tubes. So I'm hoping that that's all it is. It's just it needs tubes. One of them's not lit, so I don't know if it's a ballast or if it's a tube. I'm hoping it's a tube. And then I've got my LED shop lights here. I got these bad boys right here, and they'll go above the lathe and above this one, and then I got to get some more to put up above the vice bench and the mill. So anyway, there you have what's going on with Bison. I can't believe I had to move this quick already. Unbelievable. But it's a good thing that when I built these benches, I built them all exactly the same size, height-wise. I didn't build them the width-wise the same because one of them's like 28 inches, one of them's 29 inches, and another one's 30 inches. 30 inches. So I don't know how I ended up doing that. But they're built, and I'm not going to shorten them. Actually, I do see what happened. The wood on this one needs to be ripped and brought shorter because it's got a bigger overhang on it. That's why it's wider. But anyway, wish me luck, guys. And better yet, say a prayer, because I sure need them. And if you want to help the shop out, you can help the shop out by PayPal at bisonworkshop@gmail.com. Any contributions would be greatly appreciated. And even if it's just $1, anything helps. So I appreciate you all watching and hanging out there with me for so long. And even the newcomers, thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, there's a button right down there, hit it. Don't forget to hit the like, share, comment. You guys have a good one. Later. I wanted to show what's going on with Bison Workshop. I had to move, and there's two reasons why I moved. And right here, I'm getting ready to show you one of the reasons. This house is nothing but mold. You see that green at the bottom of the steps? It goes all the way around the steps, and it's starting to work its way up the steps and on the steps. And it's only the brown wood from the painted part down. And it is all through this house. The whole downstairs is this way, as you can see. And I always felt sick in this house. And when I mentioned that to the landlord, his words to me was, get a dehumidifier and we'll pay you back. Well, or we'll take it off the rent. Well, I don't have the money to go buying dehumidifiers to even get it to the point where I can get my money back. Yeah, I don't have a problem getting my money back on it, but I don't have the money to go buy it to get my money back. I don't know why they can't just go buy the daggone things and bring them here. And the reason being, the reason that mold's in there is because underneath this house, it's so freaking rotten. Water just pours underneath this house. And I can't get rid of the mold. As fast as I wipe it off the wall, the faster it comes up. All right, the second reason that I'm leaving, or have left, is because the gas line got filled up with water, the free natural gas, and it filled up with water, so I didn't have no heat and I didn't have no hot water. And they're the ones who told me to put a gas hot water heater in. If I would have had an electric water heater, I would have had hot water. Yeah, I wouldn't have had heat, but still, that is their responsibility to fix that problem. Well, they want me to come out here, and the way he said it to me proved to me that he had no respect for me and the health issues that I have. I've had back surgery 3 times, working on a 4th. And he told me, and this was his exact words, well, you need to dig that ditch. Well, he wants me to dig a ditch by hand with a shovel and pick from the corner of the house there, that little corner, straight across here through this fence, clear over there at the gas well. You see the gas well right there? Well, that means I got to dig clear across here, across this runoff that comes off the mountain, which it needs addressed too, because all the water that comes off that runoff comes down into the yard. And I'll show you. You got a culvert there that goes across the road. Well, if the water can't get to that culvert, then the culvert's pretty much useless. What happens is the ground is level with my yard right here. And there's high spots and low spots and very, very deep spots right here. And what causes that is where the water comes off of that, and right there's the gas line, and they put it together with water pipe and hose clamps. Well, you don't use water pipe and hose clamps for gas well or for gas line. And what happens is that water hits that, and it comes down off that mountain so hard it ain't funny. It hits this right here and shoots right down in there and digs all that out right there. And all of it ends up right here, which is almost level with the yard. And then it ends up in the yard right here. You can see where I've raked all this stuff up. I'm sick of that. Well, then he says, I told him, I said, I can't dig no ditch. I said, I'm not looking forward to going to get surgery done on my back again because you're too damn cheap. Well, I mean, that's what I was thinking, that part there. Because he's so damn cheap that he wants me to go out there and dig it, and never even offered me any compensation for my work if I was to dig it. He never said, I'll give you a couple months rent, or I'll give you this, or I'll give you that. He pretty much sounded like an order. And he says, well, I'm not going to come and fucking dig it. That was his exact words. So that told me that he had no respect for me and the work that I'm doing to keep his house safe. But I mean, it's just too much work to keep this house maintained, because you'll never get the mold out of this house, ever. So now I have to lose my building and my hunting grounds, but that's all right. I found another place cheaper for $300 a month, and it has a full-fledged big garage that I can pull my vehicle in anytime I want, and I only have to pay $300 a month. Well, I was paying $350 on this house, and he was going to jack the rent up $50 a month so that I would pay for that gas line. That's not my responsibility, nor am I ever going to do it. I'm not digging no damn ditch, and I'm not going to do any more of his. I'm not going to be his slave no more, in other words. So, you know, I think I traded up. So that's where Bison Workshop stands. So this is basically a video just to show what's going on here at this house and why I'm moving. So you guys have a good one. Later.